This is the Headless Headhunter, and I am reviewing a resume of a data scientist. They are looking for a junior position, and they have applied to 30 applications, which is not enough, so that's not enough of a sample size. I say in a bad market, you really want to do about 50 to 75 applications a week, which is really tough, but there are ways to help, and 30 is not enough. So you really want a 50-to-1 ratio. I think that's solid, especially for a bad market, 50 applications to 1 interview. So let's review what we're looking for. We're going to be looking for Python, R, SQL, and a bonus, that's what the little B stands for, is going to be Java, C++, or Scala. Basically another language as a side, but it is not a requirement for all of them. Then anything involving AI/ML and cloud. So Azure, GCP, AWS. Then Tableau, Hadoop, data visualization, and primarily the fourth one, which is not a keyword, but it is a qualification. That is why I have keywords and qualifications, is presenting technical insights to non-technical stakeholders or customers or clients. They're not the same, but just presenting it to people that are important to the company. So let us begin. That is what I'm going to be looking for. Data science with 4 years of research working on data scientific models. This does not need to be here. I was a recipient of a selected Google fellowship that funded my master's degree in physics. See, that might actually, but I think that should be under your education, which I don't even see. From exploring to data analysis, ability, theoretical, practical, engineering, to non-experts. I mean, this is solid. So here's my problem with this. This doesn't tell me what I need to know. It has some of the things, but it needs to be in the bullet points. Also, I don't even know where your education is. So if you just graduated, your education should be at the top. In addition, this right here, languages, English, Spanish, that is very good. If you are applying and you know another language, particularly in Canada or the US, having recruited for people that have trying to find people that are bilingual, it is a nightmare on the recruitment side. Truthfully, this should be up here. Right here. It should be, if you're a U.S. citizen or green card holder in the U.S., put it here. Then languages, English, Spanish, and then it should be your location, which is just city and state. You don't need to do address. So that's how I want that. These are some of the right keywords, but look, NumPy, I know they're part of cloud and stuff, some of these, but these are not always what they're going to be looking for. Not MATLAB, not SQL. So, but I do like the fact that you listed English and Spanish. Also, they are in chat. So after this video, I'm going to go over with them and how to fix it a little bit more in detail. But, recipient of funding for a master's degree in honors. See, I think this is primarily a funding issue. This is good, but this should be under your education. All right, led one of the first machine learning research projects in the department, focused on genomics data classification. This is fine. Honestly, I would say maybe to put machine learning ML or go a little bit more preserve principal component analysis K. That's not what I'm going to be looking for. MATLAB, Python, I am. Develop long-term short memory classification model. Yeah, I don't see a ton actually that I need. And then here, prototype, gather data, MATLAB. So yeah, their formatting is off here. There's too much bolding. What I really want, and here's what I think you should do: make your education. You have a master's. I don't know if you need to put your bachelor's if you have your bachelor's. So I think this is primarily a formatting issue and you need more keywords. So yeah, there's also too much bolding. So quite frankly, this is a case where you can check out my website's resume template. I think that'll be helpful. But then I'm going to end this video right now. I don't think I can move forward with this, but I can help you in chat at least. So let me go do that right now. And then we're going to go to the next video for this video. My brain did not work there for a second. This is a resume of a full stack software engineer who's looking for a staff software engineer position, which I know can be a little bit different, but companies may use them interchangeably, which may be a little bit of a leadership sometimes. So, but for a full stack engineer, what we're going to be looking for is this stuff right here. This is typical for full stack: TypeScript, JavaScript, CSS, HTML, the Node, Angular, SQL, React, API, anything with anything REST, cloud, Agile, CI/CD, and then maybe an extra language or two. Maybe it's a little different for staff, which I will double check after this video. So if this never gets to see the light of day, that's why, because I was wrong and I'll redo it. But these are going to be what we're going to be looking for, along with the fact of maybe a little bit of leadership, not like a ton. but like, just like let other engineers or fixed coding, that kind of thing. So this person has a 60-to-1 ratio, which is not enough of a sample size, but is okay. So I'm expecting this to be solid. Let's check. All right. So we have, this is fine. I like how you did the phone number, phone number. That makes me giggle. They have a BS in mathematics. They have an MD in theology. I don't know if this is needed. I actually don't know what an MD is. I've not encountered that. I think I may have once ages ago. I assume that's kind of like a religious thing. I don't know if you need that there. I think you can just leave it off. But maybe if you're applying to a religious company, that has like a very religious stuff, which can happen, maybe leave that in, but that's a little outside my domain. So here we have, this is fine. Also, status graduated is fine. You can do the year or the status graduated if you don't want to show how old you are, because ageism can exist. So design responsive websites using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, TypeScript, React, PHP, MySQL, WordPress, achieving top 5 global ranking and top 10 SERP. 3-pack rankings for competitive keyword bar. Okay, so I actually think this can be dumbed down. I think you mostly have the right idea with this. Also, you need more. You've been there for 4 years, give or take. I need more. But I think you can just say, right, achieving a top 5 global ranking from Google's competitive for SEO, right? Like, you've lost me here. I don't know what 10 SERP local 3-pack is. I don't know exactly what top global ranking is, but if you said top global ranking from Google in our search SEO, I would understand that. So I think you need to dumb this down a little bit. Make it, if you have to explain this to me, who cannot code, I cannot write hello world. If somebody is asking you, like, oh, you graduated with a degree in mathematics, can you help me unplug and plug in my computer? That's who you have to write that summary for. Mentored a team of 28 people from 7 countries and 4 continents. Solid. And led over 200 group sessions, simplifying complex concepts for diverse audiences and fostering emotional intelligence, continuous learning. That's good. If you can put in a stakeholders there, that's near perfect. But this is a solid one. My only complaint is, why do you only have 2? Like, I want more. This is a job you've been at for 4 years. There should be about 5 or 6 bullet points. And I need more. I need cloud. I need REST. I need agile. I need CI/CD. I need maybe another language. I need Node, Angular, SQL. Where's the SQL? I need SQL. There it is. SQL's right here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I just need more. I think these are basically fine. I think you need to dumb down this one, and this one is pretty solid. Develop scalable services using Java and SQL and response front-end applications using JavaScript. This is fine. Hub version control AWS cloud. Yeah, this is good. I mean, truthfully, I think your biggest issue is these bullet points are well written. They are solid, and while I could tweak them a little bit, I just wish there were more of them. You've been here for, that's 10 years. This can be shrunk. This can be like 2 bullet points because it's all the way in the past. But like, these should have a minimum of 3. At least 3, a minimum of 3. Truthfully, these should have as well. Like, look at this. CSL, see, this is perfect. I just need more. But yeah, I can definitely see why you're getting 60-to-1. I mean, the market is very bad for this. I think you just need to remove this, add a couple of bullets for this, right? Add a couple of bullets for these, because these should be it. But the key thing is we want to see your qualifications in the first half. But overall, I like this resume. I like what this is doing. Just remove this, because I cannot think that it would help unless you're applying to a deeply religious organization. If anything, it may hurt. And then, add a little bit more. That's it. Overall, solid. I mean, seriously, this is... just need to dumb down a little bit. Minor quibbles overall. So, let's go to the next one. We have a full stack engineer, and they have an application ratio of 100 applications to 1 interview, which is not good, but they are a fresh grad, and man, it's real rough for fresh grads to get jobs. So that's not a good resume, I'm going to assume, but also I'm going to assume that it's not the worst. So it's just real rough. The hardest job search I think you will ever have is getting your first 2 years of experience, especially if you graduated into a super crowded market. So you were definitely on the back foot compared to a lot of other industries, and I just want to make sure you get help. So with extra ado, let's review this, and I'm going to be cruel so that you can get more interviews. Although, side note, I'm reviewing this resume in December. December recruiting shuts down practically completely. It is rough as hell to get anything done there. So even with a good resume, you're probably not going to get traction until the middle of January, and that's normal. So don't freak out. Now, let's begin. So what we're going to be looking for, as with most full stack, is TypeScript, JavaScript, CSS, HTML, Node, Angular, SQL, React, API, REST, Cloud, Agile, CI/CD, and any extra languages, along with, which I realize I haven't put anything with AI. AI is hot right now. So if you've worked with AI, it's good. All right. This is fine up here. I personally prefer this to be 3, but I don't think that's a huge deal. That's such a minor nitpick. Let's see, Python, JavaScript. Okay, so I'm not a huge fan of technical skill sections, but I will say you've got practically every keyword that we're going to be looking for, so that's solid. I do like that. I'm not sure, again, if I really like technical skill sections, but you did nail basically every keyword. Basically every keyword. So you have your education and certificate, community of mind and mathematics. I think this can be one line, truthfully. So I think that should be one line. Also, you were bolded this and this. Do not bold all of that. It looks weird. It's harder to read. So experience, this, yeah, okay. Students collaborated within a team of, I'm not sure what okay, whatever. Sorry, I don't know what a student software engineer is. I don't know if that's like an internship or, yeah, I think actually that title is very confusing. Like, is this a junior position? Is this an actual internship? Because you were with there for about 5 months or so, maybe more, maybe less. I can't math right now. So I'm a little confused by what a student software engineer is, but maybe that's like, is projects? Anyway, collaborated within a team of 4 to develop full stack cloud deployed printer dashboards. That's fine. On AWS, MongoDB, Atlas, GitHub, GitHub Actions, and Vercel in an environment of Java, Vue. Okay, so here's my big issue with this. There's too many things bolded. Also, like, I've not seen a single person ask for Atlas, MongoDB now and then, nor Vercel, nor what GitHub Actions is. So you bolded too many things. Same with Vue. Don't bold. Stop bolding. Please, just stop bolding. The only things that should be bolded is your name at the very top, your section, so like education, experience. Everything else should not have bolding. It just looks like a mess. It's harder to read. So don't bold. Please stop bolding. Collaborated within a team of, did that integrated batch KPI. KPI can be one into an existing Java Spring Boot. That's fine, resulting in reduced resource utilization. All right. I mean, this doesn't make sense to me. Obviously, I'm not a coder, but I do like that you have Java here and Spring. Extended service by implementing new endpoints in Java Spring Boot backend, ensuring alignment with predefined functionality in Signal C. So, like, XML is not a keyword. Docker is more for Python, but you do have Python. Actually, now that I've noticed this, I don't know what your primary... Okay, no, so it's Java, I'm assuming. Was it Python as well? Because you have Python up here, and then you have Java here. I don't know if I need to go further than this, because there's too many things bolded. Like, look at this. Cron jobs, I don't know what that is. I've not seen that as a keyword. I've not seen SSL TLS as one. Have seen AWS, so that's a good one. So stop bolding everything, because half of what you bolded is incorrect of what we would be looking for. I want to see a little bit more of your primary language, a little bit more Java or Python if this is it. Typically, Python is more popular for full stack. Maybe you didn't do that. I also don't know what a student software engineer is. I don't know if you did that in a lab. I don't know if that was you worked for a teacher. I don't know if that's a junior position. I think you need to change that title to something that is more clarified. So, yeah, that's kind of my issue. Also, use little circles for bullet points. Don't use dashes. That's a personal preference. I think this is half formatting, half bullet points. but primarily it is a formatting issue. So I want you to go to my website, look at that template resume, use that. You don't need the tools skill section of it, but formatting wise, it's just a little off and it's hard to read. And it's not bad though. So yeah, I could maybe move this forward, primarily because you did write a lot of stuff that we may need. I would prefer to see more Python though. Yeah, more Python and a little bit more of Java. I mean, you really need to sprinkle your main language in a couple of bullet points, maybe like 2 or 3 max. So, all right, that's it for this resume. Let's go to the next one. For our last resume of this video, but not the stream, we have got a full stack software engineer. Again, this is not an oops, all full stack situation though. So we did have other non-full stacks. So same keywords. I don't think I need to go over them again. Primarily TypeScript, JavaScript, CSS, HTML, etc., etc. So they have applied to 30 jobs and not gotten an interview, which it's not enough, especially in IT in this time of year. Truthfully, for the next couple of weeks, how many you've applied to and how many interviews you get is not going to be a good metric. Unfortunately, December is just a nightmare for recruiting. So we've got some college. This is fine. I think this could be one line. Also, you do not need to bold some college in this. A bold and then a bold looks weird, so you do not need to bold that. This is fine to bold. This is not fine to bold. This can just be italicized. So, software front-end engineer, translated Figma designs. Figma, I don't know if that's really a keyword, but it's not bad, because okay. Translated Figma designs into visually appealing, pixel-perfect web pages using React, Tailwind CSS, and TypeScript. Where is JavaScript? Where is HTML? Otherwise, that's fine. I just want JavaScript and HTML as well. Developed a text editor with Slate.js. I know that's JavaScript because of JS. I don't know if that's a keyword. I haven't really found that a lot. Allowing students to write and format essays and integrated commenting functionalities. Yeah, this is not. This gives me nothing. I don't think this really is going to give anything. Plus, it's 2 sentences. You could just use a comma for this, but I think you may want to delete this. I don't see anything I need in this sentence right here. The one above is solid. Used Webflow to create a marketing website to attract new users to the platform. Used a built-in CMS. Okay, so there are some keyword problems here. This is a formatting-wise sufficient, I guess, except for this technical skill blob. That's weird. I don't like it. Again, I don't like skill sections. I think if you are like a 20 years manager, it's fine to have a skills section because that shows that you've done it. But for most everybody else, if you're not going to that, a skills section is not going to be that needed. And if you are, just don't make it this many lines. It's kind of crazy. So I would delete this. Created a web scrapping Python script from pandas and request library collect essay prompts. So this is missing a lot of keywords. They need to be peppered. I need these peppered throughout, right? These need to be peppered throughout this entire thing. In addition, this should be your introductory sentence. The first sentence needs to be a summary of your duties. And how I would change this, because I assume that is your overarching duties, is created a marketing website using JavaScript, HTML, TypeScript, CSS to attract new users into our platform along with using a built-in CMS to create a job page for future company applicants. That way you can have it in everything. You have the keywords, you have it up top so it's there. But yeah, you need more keywords. You need this to be deleted. This whole section, I don't like this section. This needs to either go maybe towards the top or at the bottom. I'm just not a fan of skill sections. Everybody wants to put them, and I just do not think they work. Especially, you can't just break it up, skill sections, and then projects. So, projects should always follow professional experience. Developed a full stack bracket using NetJax, Node, Express, and PostSQL database. Yeah, where's the SQL, too? This is solid, although this is 2 sentences. So, your bullet points are not great. They're half in, half out. Your formatting's a little off. It's not the worst, but I'm missing some keywords. I'm missing more SQL. I'm missing more TypeScript, some JavaScript, CSS, HTML, Node, Angular. I need those right there. Those are going to be important. And I see like maybe 1 or 2 of them. I need them peppered throughout. Those are what are going to get you a job. In addition, do not have 2 sentences in 1 bullet point. They can have a run-on sentence, but do not have 2. It looks weird, and your bolding is weird as well. So that'll be it for this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and stop by my Twitch chat if you want more in-depth help, because I can do that more because there's a back and forth. So yeah, thank you all very much, and I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.